Saturday, the 28th of November, 1942. Dear Kitty, we have used too much electricity, more than our ration. Result, the utmost economy and the prospect of having it cut off. No light for a fortnight, a pleasant thought, but who knows, perhaps it won't happen after all. It's too dark to read in the afternoons after 4 or 1/2 past. We pass the time in all sorts of crazy ways, asking riddles, physical training in the dark, talking English and French, criticizing books, but it all begins to pall in the end. Yesterday evening I discovered something new. To peer through a powerful pair of field glasses into the lighted rooms of the houses at the back and in the back. In the daytime we cannot allow even as much as a centimeter's chink to appear between our curtains, but it cannot do any harm after dark. I never knew before the neighbors could be such interesting people. At any rate, ours are. I found one couple having a meal. One family was in the act of taking a home movie, and the dentist opposite was just attending to an old lady who was awfully scared. It was always said about Mr. Dussel that he could get on wonderfully with children and that he loved them all. Now he shows himself in his true colors, a stodgy, old-fashioned disciplinarian and preacher of long, drawn-out sermons on manners. As unusual good fortune to share my bedroom, alas, a small one, with his lordship, and as I'm generally considered to be the most badly behaved of the three young people, I have a lot to put up with and have to pretend to be deaf in order to escape the old, much-repeated tickings off in warnings. All this wouldn't be too bad if he wasn't such a frightful sneak and he didn't pick on Mummy of all people to sneak to every time. When I've already just had a dose from him, Mummy goes over it all again, so I get a gaff aft as well as forward. Then I'm very lucky. I'm called on to give an account of myself to Mrs. Van Daan, and then I get a veritable hurricane. Honestly, you needn't think it's easy to be the badly brought up central figure of a hypercritical family in hiding. When I lie in bed at night and think over the many sins and shortcomings attributed to me, I get so confused by all that I either laugh or cry. It depends what sort of mood I am in. Then I fall asleep with a stupid feeling of wishing to be different from what I am or from what I want to be. Perhaps to behave differently from the way I want to behave or do behave. Oh, heavens above, now I'm getting you in a muddle too. Forgive me, but I don't like crossing things out. In these days of paper shortage, we are not allowed to throw paper away. Therefore, I can only advise you not to read the last sentence again, and certainly not to try to understand it, because you won't succeed anyhow. Yours, Anne. That was from the Diary of Anne Frank. If you haven't already, click the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.